Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here. It's time for an epic Beyblade X theory discussion video. So yeah, this is probably gonna be it for the theory videos. It's starting to wind down now. There's not really a lot of more theory videos to make, man. Pretty much said everything at this point. After this arc of, but after this batch of theory videos, those will probably be it for a while. There will be a few more theory videos to make, and then that'll be it. But you know, not for like a while. It'll be for a while now. You know, unless if I get, you know, big time motivated and just, you know, in the fucking zone to make more theory videos when I see these episodes. 'Cause, yeah, it's gonna be like that. I'm feeling it's gonna be like that. You know, whenever a new episode comes out, gets me motivated to just go and just make a theory video. But yeah, but pretty much said everything wanted to say with these theory videos and stuff. But yeah, but this will be, you know, like there's not gonna be there's not gonna be a lot more to do after this. I guess that's what we'll say for it. But I don't know. You get the point. But yeah. But with this one, man, we are gonna be doing a theory video, man, on Beyblade X Season 3. So I guess with this, we're gonna call it KUROSU top tier. I guess that's what we'll call it for it. But yeah, but if you guys don't want any spoilers on the show, I'll give you guys 5 seconds to click away off the video. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Been warned. But yeah, gonna do a brief synopsis of the show. So season 3 arc 3 starts off with the original, not the true X Tower rising up underground. You see introductions of like Zero with his 9 children going after the original X Tower. So 9 was originally a part of things with the KUROSU clan, but you know, going over to the original X Tower, helping them out with things and joining Persona, and also warning the original pro bladers of the original X Tower, warning them about Zero and his plans and stuff, you know, because 9's been through that, and you know Zero's gonna come and strike, so that's why 9 wanted to warn them. And yeah, but also at the same time doing so, they send out 3, 4, 5, and 8 being the kids of this first arc, this first half of season 3. They originally send out 8 going after the pros of the original X Tower. Same thing for 3, same thing for 4. 5 didn't really do that, but you know, it was mainly like 3, 4, and 8 that was going after the original pros of the X Tower. Them losing, but then learning about the kids, and then eventually getting their paybacks and wins over the kids. That's what King did. Like, we're not gonna stand for this bullshit, man. We're gonna motherfucking fight. I like when King did that, you know, like that was their time to strike with things. But yeah, but basically after that, that was basically the point of, you know, that's where we start to see the ceiling of like 3, 4, and 8 in a major way. But we also, in between that, we also see a newcomer 5 with Mommy Curse, and he's also a big part of things as well with this. 5, the introduction to 5, they had 5 battle Chrome for his first battle, which that was insane. Well, not for his first battle. He faced off against Packen for his first battle, I believe. But yeah, and then his battle against Chrome, and then, you know, but his defeat against Chrome, that's honestly where it was in a major way. That's definitely the point where we definitely saw like the ceiling of his power. Just me being real, it's Chrome. Come on, Chrome's like the top 3 blader, so him losing, yeah, that's already a 1 for it. And then we also see the introduction of 1, but also in the same time of this, We also see Gigatani deflecting over, going to the original X Tower. That's where the fucking shit, you know, and joining the true X Tower with things. So Gigatani was originally the Pendragon commissioner. He was basically the boss of it, you know, from like doo-doo corporations. I think that's what it was. But he wanted to fuck things up with Pendragon because Chrome left Pendragon after season 1, going to the underworld. And speaking of underworld, where he met Bite, the whole fucking connection with this, man. This is why I said before, like, under pros rising up. Come on, man. I said this from the jump. I made a theory about, like, oh, what if the next tower was underground? And sure enough, it happened with this season 3. Underground rising up, under pros rising up. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. I also made a theory. I was joking about it. I don't know if it happened, but what if it's a motherfucking next tower in the motherfucking clouds or some shit? Oh, fucking Kurt motherfucking Patrick. I don't fucking know, but you know, there's some X tower in the motherfucking clouds or some shit. I don't know, like some Zelda Tears of the Kingdom shit or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, but back to the point. But Gigatani deflecting over and stuff, working for Zero. That's where shit hits the fan. 5 also made Orochi Cluster, you know, and it was honestly around that point where they all start to fall in the major way. 3, 4, 5, and 8. You know, he made Orochi Cluster because he wanted to get the love and attention from Zero, because that was the biggest project that Zero had on his plate. Like, you know, like, we seen the blueprint of it, you know. We seen like the model, like the blueprint model, you know, for it. I guess if you want to call it like the data of the bay, you know. But you know, like, he was weighing on it, and you know, because 5's a bay crafter as well, and he's like, he thought like, oh, I can make a Orochi Cluster, I could probably get, you know, the attention from Father again. And that's what they're all want. They desperately want love and attention from Zero. And it fucks me up, man. It really does. I hate, you know, I don't want to see them like this. This is why I made a theory video on the kids about having a reunion, man. And that was a good theory video. That was a good theory. Go and check it out. But I really hope they have a redemption arc. All of them. Because, you know, no one wants to be treated like this. I'm pretty sure everyone wants love and attention from their fathers or mothers or whatever the case of the scenario is. But, you know, like, it fucks me up, man. It really does, man. I hate seeing them like this. But I hope they have a redemption arc. And I have a feeling that they're all going to be used as pawns, man. They're all going to be used as pawns. Kind of like how some Dr. Ziggurat type shit. You know, using them for arrangements, using them for data, for your ultimate day. What the fuck, but you know. But yeah. But with that being said, 5 made Orochi Cluster. Gigatani also got his hands on it. And it's like that type shit they did in season 1, where, you know, if you know, you know, but you guys know, they had Phoenix Feather. It's the same type shit. They put the Orochi Cluster all over X City, kind of how they did Phoenix Feather. Like that type shit. They put it all around the X City for people to get their hands on it, for bladers to get their hands on it and stuff. That's that same type shit that they did with Phoenix Feather, you know, when the, you know, everyone was using it. And that's the same vibe that I got for this, you know, for Orochi Cluster. And sure enough, Gigatani was the one. I think Gigatani was the only one that really mastered it, to be honest with you, you know. But yeah, but Gigatani used it. Yeah, Persona managed to take it down. Persona, after that, Persona getting like big time inspired by it to make Dran Strike. And then, you know, and then after that, you know, we seen the big time battle between Gigatani and 5, because they did battle. And then Gigatani whooped fucking 5 after that. And then that's when the 1 showed up. Oh shit. This is where it gets intense. This is when 1 showed up. 1 had an interaction with Chrome. That was the first time we seen him. But this was the really first time we seen him with Bahamut Blitz. and they battled, and motherfucking one whooped Gigatani's ass. And then that's when the point that one gave Gigatani Bahamut Blitz. It was a deep fake, but it's insane because his power with that Bay was insane. But yeah, and then he had a message that's like, you take this Bahamut Blitz and you go stop Chrome. I think that's what he said. You go stop Chrome. And then this is basically the whole build up of the true X Tower battle between X and Chrome. This is the build up. This is where it starts to build with this arc. But yeah, and then we seen, I think one of the episodes, Bite, Bird, and X, they ran into each other, and then that's where this whole arc. This is where it starts in a major way. So with things with that, fast forward with things now, they're going up. True X Tower. Yeah, you know, we've seen 3, 4, 5, and 8. They ran into X. X is like, get out of my way. I want to battle Chrome. And then you got to get through us. And then that's when Persona came in. And then they had him go up to get to the top, you know. And then that's when 3, 4, 5, and 8, 9, Bird, and Multi, they battled and stuff. And then Persona lost. And then that's where shit hits the fan. And then motherfucking Zoniac showing up, you know, because, you know, this is their last chance of getting the love and attention from Zero. This is their last chance of doing that, you know. Because like I said, this is their last chance. This is their last chance to prove themselves. And sure enough, they fucking blew it. But, you know, but it shows that they tried desperately to get the love and attention from Zero. You can even see how hard they're trying. Even Tenga said it. I pity him. Fucks me up, man. I hope they have a redemption arc, man. I don't want to see them go down like this, man. But yeah, but they went down, they lost and stuff. Truth be told, this is probably the end of it with them. 3, 4, 5, and 8. That's probably it with them. And then the whole battle between, and also one thing to note, they wasn't even using their original base. They was using a Roshi cluster. So Zero just had them like ditch their own unique base because it was so dope. But yeah. And I made a theory video about their reunion as well, their redemption arc. And I said more things about that. But yeah. But then the big time battle between X and motherfucking Chrome. This is where shit gets intense. Yeah, you already fucking know. So X. So the backstory with X. I made a video about X, made his backstory and stuff. So when X and Chrome battled, y'all know I made theory videos about X. You already know. This is going back to season 2 because when he faced off against Mizu, we started seeing this power. And that being like his dark aura. I wouldn't say dark aura, but like, I guess like what? I said it before in the video. I said it perfectly in the video, and I don't know if I'm going to say it again. As perfect as I did before, but I guess like we'll call it like dark corrupted aura. Not corrupted, because he's not really corrupted. Like, I mean, like, I guess dark aura. I guess that's what we'll call it, but dark aura. Like, he had that dark aura around him when he was facing against Chrome with it. But then it's wild because like it's like season 2, like they foreshadowed it even with it. It's like how he got pissed off against Mizu, how he got pissed off against Mizu, and how he got pissed off against Omega. Yeah, that definitely foreshadowed it. But yeah, but the battle against Chrome and X, this is where we started to see that dark aura in a major way. That dark, corrupted, not dark, I guess, dark rogue aura we're starting to see with X when he starts to smile, when he gets in the fucking zone. We already seen it a lot with this season. Examples. When 3, 4, 5, and 8, when they bump into each other, and when X is like, get the hell out of my way. He looked at him with the motherfucking eye. He gave him the fucking pissed eyes. The fuck, man? He gave him that smile and was like, get out of my way. Man, like, come on, man. That's one of them. And you talk about this, like, holy shit. Like him getting the red ring around his eye. You know, yeah, getting the red ring around his eyes and stuff and just going with it. And this is what I said before. Like, yeah, made theories. And make a long story short, X did beat Chrome. X beat Chrome. You know, even Chrome mentioned it. Yeah, this is not the same X that I battled before. Like, even he's starting to notice. But yeah, make a long story short, they go through all their bays. Grand Strike, Meteor Dragoon, they faced off. X did manage to beat Chrome. And then that's honestly set of things with them for now. You know, because Chrome went back to Pendragon after that. So, this is where things start to get insane. I know it took me long enough to do it. I know I was trying to say everything, you know, trying to put it in the summary and stuff, but yeah, but now this is where it's time. The second half of this. So, yeah, so the second half of this discussion video is going to be the second half of season 2, I mean not season 2, second half of season 3, arc 3, with things. So, they took a little break after things with this. They took a break with things. They took like a 2-week break. And here on going forward, the episodes are now every other Friday. So usually an episode comes out every Friday, but it's like every other Friday. So I guess it's basically like one episode. I guess like 2 episodes every month. I guess with it, I'm not gonna see anything. I guess it's like what, two episodes a month. I mean not 2 episodes a month. Yeah, 2 episodes a month. So I guess like it's in a 3 week of a span. So yeah, two episodes a month, whatever. Go with it. But yeah, but you get 2 episodes a month, which I mean like kind of leaving it on a cliffhanger, I guess. But I don't know. But yeah, but the season starts off with Zoniac and Persona, I guess, getting some training. I guess they're getting training, and you know, them catching up with like Zoniac and stuff, you know, which is so dope, man. I like it, man. You know, them interacting and catching up and, you know, getting some training, because, you know, Zoniac's like the really only team that they can rely on for a trainer, to be honest. So, you know, we've seen them train and stuff. And also Pendragon, you know, Chrome going back to Pendragon and stuff. They warning about, like, you know, they warned, I guess, like, you know, Pendragon warned Zoniac, because the battle between 1 and Omega, because, you know, they battled and stuff, and then, you know, learning about, like, you know, the whole CX Bay, like, oh yeah, it's Bahamut Blitz and stuff, which I mean, like, it's fucking insane, because, like, when 9 deflected over, you know, like, even before 9 left, 9 had this plan from the jump of creating a new line, because she was making, like, a new line. Like, she was literally working on the custom expansion system, you know, and Zero was the one that stole it. Like, right when she joined Persona, Zero, he stole it. He stole her idea. It was originally her idea, because she made the system, but when she deflected over and joined Persona, you know, Zero founded that data and used it and backfired on 9 in a major way. It was originally 9's creation, and then Zero fucking stole it. Like, yeah, Zero stole it. But it's insane, man. Even just looking at it, like, 9 is still a part of things with this, man. Like, come on, man. Like, like her in the web of the opening, man. Come on, man. Like, she's still a part of things, even with that. But yeah. But going back to things with things, after all that shit going on, Pendragon left. So that mainly makes it where, like, because the original X Tower was open, you know. Persona was away. They were visiting like the Shiraboshi school. Pendragon left, so the X Tower was basically like, opened, you know, with it. You know, basically all the strongest pros are, you know, because they're not there. You know, they all went their separate ways after that, and then, you know, then you got like the remaining pros. So like what you talk about the remaining bladers of the team. So you talk about Suganic, Zoni, you know, Burn, King, Yoko, Ryu Korobara, Gramps, Iwao Gogo. You talk about Uni, Zonamos. You talk about the big time top ones. You know, all of them. All the teams from the Solace Tower, and from the Solace Tower to Slash Tower. One showing up, going after those bladers. You know, mainly like the top one. So, you know, King, Zoniac, what I basically just said, and him going after them and taking them out. Which I'm like, what the fuck, man? So one showing up being a badass, taking them out. You know, while this break was going on, they had one going out and motherfucking stopping and going after the original pros, kind of how they did with like 3, 4, 5, and 8, kind of how they went all in just going after the pros. That's what one did, and went in after the pros. So, yeah, going after the pros, one basically just took them all out. And this is honestly what we get about like the whole 1% shit, because, you know, Persona after that, Persona getting the message from Zero about like, oh, it's the True X Tower War and stuff and all that bunch of shit. So yeah, they send out one, the first one is the one. They send out one, which I'm like, what the hell? I thought one was the strongest. But this is like a warning shot. This is like a warning shot. And I see why Zero did this. Because he basically did this on purpose, because it was a motherfucking warning shot. But yeah, but out of the 1%, Quinn was also there. Quinn didn't even battle in this season. And that's just honestly just up until this point now, obviously. But Quinn didn't even battle in the season, and they're finally having him battle, having her battle. And then Zero was like, oh, like it's just an old lady, like, oh yeah, it's a grandma, and just running dirty on Quinn. Like, come on, Quinn's a legend, man. Like, come on, man. Like, dude, like, Quinn's a legendary blader, and like the fact that you're gonna talk all shit about her is just insane. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah. But they had one, and Quinn faced off. Make a long story short, one just basically just kicked at Quinn's ass. You know, y'all know what I mean, of going around that aroma. You know, basically one just annihilated Quinn, just whooped her ass in a major way. And then Quinn was knocked out of things, you know. And then we also see like Nine popping in with things with Ragnar Agent. We also see Nine popping in with things. You get the interaction between 1 and 9, you know, because that was sick. You know, it was Ragnar, but obviously just truth be told, it's 1, man. You know, Bahamut Blitz. So Bahamut Blitz took it out. Ragnar managed to take out Ragnar with it. Yeah. 1 beat it 9. And then after that, the whole battle between X and 1. Now this is the first time they battled. You know, and after that battle, X stepped up and he took the mask off. But as soon as he took the mask off, Zero paused the stream right there, because like he wants this to be a big time reveal. Like, he wants this to be a big time moment to motherfucking just, yeah, he's waiting for the right moment to reveal X to X City, you know, to the whole X City, you know, like he's curiously waiting for the right moment to do that. And he was like, not right now, or this is not the time right now. So basically, just making a long story short, y'all know what I mean. You know, of course, like he's waiting for the big time moment to do it. And it's fucking insane, because that was honestly, that could have been the moment right there, but you had to motherfucking stop the stream. Yeah, obviously, like, you know, it's always like a big grand entrance with this shit, you know, it's always like a big entrance with it. Y'all know what I'm saying? But yeah, but they had 1 and X face off, and that's where shit gets hit the fan. Y'all know, if you've seen the theory videos, I'm just gonna tell y'all, you already fucking know. X and 1. Now, 1 and X has similar demeanors, man. They have similar demeanors with each other. You know, with the whole devious smile and hell just going with it. Like, that's just how X is. Like, I want my sushi, red green cream sushi or some shit. You know, just going with it and just having fun with the battles. You know, it's like that man to beat type shit. Kind of how Jenga was. Because at this stage, like, he's undefeated, man. No one has ever defeated X besides Chrome. Of course, getting draws, of course, which that's Chrome. But honestly, if we're just being real, he's been undefeated. You know, and sure enough with 1 hasn't even lost a full-fledged battle yet. Like, come on. You know, but their power, I have a feeling, because this was obviously a warning shot. This was, of course, a warning shot. You know, I'm like, ain't no fucking way you're gonna have X or 1 lose. Like, they've been hyping them up in a major way. Like, I couldn't see them lose, so, you know, and the battle drew, it was a draw. It was a draw. And then I honestly made it where 1 wasn't even out of it yet. It was like they did this just to, like, play dumb or some shit, but that managed to make it where 1 was on a pause for now. They're not done with 1. It's just, like, he's basically done for now type shit. But after that battle, 1 was like, the next time we meet, just know that I'm not gonna play no motherfucking games. It was literally like a motherfucking warning shot. Like, he literally said that. He literally said it. It was clearly a warning shot, because he basically said that. Like, the next time we battle, just know that I'm not playing any games. So you already know, the second time when they meet, oh my god, you already know hell's about to break loose. And this is obviously where the point that we're at now in the show. So we're seeing like we're seeing a new blader showing up with things with this, and with this is honestly how. So of course we're seeing 2, the introduction of 2 with it. I don't know how I'm gonna put this in. I guess we'll just go with it. Any other way I'll do it, but you know, I don't know how to talk it out. I guess we'll just do it. But 2, I guess 2, the new, you know, we're seeing 2 after this, so, you know, 2 showing up and stuff with things and stuff with Bullet Griffin. They were originally gonna have 2 go out first, but, you know, but like the whole interaction with that, and like, oh, like, you know, because Zero wants to wait for the big time introduction of 2, you know, with it. But yeah, and this is only we're the point that we're at now with it. So obviously the thing, we're seeing a new character. We're seeing a new character. This is the way I'm doing it. We're seeing a new character showing up, that being Kiwami, man. So Kiwami showing up, new character with it. Obviously her backstory and stuff. She's like an amateur blader and stuff. She wanted it to be a pro, but she kind of played that fan type shit where like she played the fan role of it. You know, she wanted to be a pro blader, but she wanted to be a fan, kind of like being in that fan aroma with it. And they had Packin, because with Packin, they had Packin and Kiwami, because the whole connection, I like that, because the whole connection with Packin and Kiwami, because Packin was originally a part of the True X, of the pros and stuff, him deflecting over to the original X Tower and stuff, working for Zero, getting the data and stuff, him getting the data for the expansion blades, him going over getting the data from Unicorn Sting and then making, you know, Unicorn Delta, which I think that's sick how they referenced Unicorn Sting with that shit. It was so dope. You know, I liked how the Unicorn Delta owner, I liked how she emared Unicorn. That was dope. But yeah, but the whole thing with packing and stuff with it, yeah, it's gonna be dope. So yeah, I think she's like her design's sick. She's definitely an interesting character, man. I'm excited. But she's facing against 2 in the next episode. I haven't watched episode 100. What? I think it's 127. I forgot what number I was on, but yeah, I think it's episode. I forgot. Episode 126. I think that was the last one I stopped, but yeah, it was the introduction of Kiwami. You know, when they introduced Kiwami and stuff. So yeah, but the next episode is Kiwami versus 2. I'm still waiting on that to get subbed and stuff. Like I said, when it comes out, I'll watch it, and you know, when it gets subbed, I'll watch it and stuff. You know. But yeah, and don't spoil me. Don't fucking spoil me in the comments. I don't want to know what happened. When I'll watch it when I have the time to. But yeah, but that's gonna be dope. So with Willow Griffin, man, the fucking Dual Phantom, you know, the fucking Dio Bolos gimmick, man. You know, it's so dope, man. The projectile gimmick, man. You know, this was a gimmick that I wanted them to do in X for a while now. I'm fucking happy that they did it, man. This is the balance that they did this gimmick, man. This is the balance that they did it with it, and I'm happy with it. This is the balance that we've seen with it, man. I'm happy that they found the way to balance it. You know, this is the balance ever that we got with this gimmick in the Beyblade series. Like this would have been the gen perfectly to do with projectile gimmick. I fucking love it. But yeah, but with Bullet Griffin, I can't fucking do it. If I'm being honest, man, I don't see 2 losing, you guys. I don't see her losing. Man. Kiwami might be a new character, but it's 2, man. It's gonna be tough to take down, you know, Bullet Griffin. It's gonna be hard taking it down. Like that projectile gimmick, yeah, it's gonna be hard to take it down. But I see 2 winning it. I see 2 winning it against Kiwami, and maybe Persona might face against 2. I mean, like, I won't be too surprised it'll be Multi, man. You know, the whole chemistry with like her and like Uni and stuff. Like, I won't be too surprised, man. But yeah, we'll just gotta wait and see, man. I mean, like, we still gotta wait until like Night Fortress gets showed up in the show. We still gotta wait for that to get showed up in the show. I mean, well, they showed it off a little bit, but not fully, you know. But yeah, but I think that'll be a dope battle and stuff. And yeah, but to the point where we get to now, and this is where I said, we're still gonna have to see 2, 6, and 7 show up with this. 2, 6, 7. No, it's not my fault. TT, of course, had to save them for last. To fucking meme or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, but we still gotta wait on 6 and 7 to show up. 6's Bay got confirmed, which is Brachio Whip. You know, I like that because, you know, they literally had Triceratops came out last year. They had Brachio Whip. I fucking love it, man. You know, like, it's a motherfucking long neck. It's a long neck dino or some shit. I don't know. But, you know, Brachio Whip, Dino Bay. It's sick. I originally thought it was, but, you know. But Brachio Whip's nice and stuff. And, yeah, with it. But C2, I mean, not 2. C6, 7 with it, I don't know. Maybe I think 7 might own like Ring Aether. I have a feeling that it's gonna be 7. I have a feel like that 7's gonna own Ring Aether. Just how his design is, you know, just how the elements that we've seen him so far with it, like it's a silhouette with it, but how we've seen him, the way you're looking, I see him owning like Ring Aether. I even thought like what is it? Valor Bison, the Bison Bay, the roller bay. the one with the rollers, I thought it was gonna be either owned by 2, 6, or 7, but it ended up being like Brachio Whip. So yeah, but I definitely think 7's gonna own the Ring Aether or Heaven's Ring with it. But yeah, but we still gotta see these characters show up and stuff. Like I said, they're gonna be strong and stuff, but eventually it's gonna get to where that point where Persona and the rest of the gang is gonna take them out. You know, it's gonna be like that. It might not be like it, because like I had said this before, they gotta win these battles, man. They gotta win. You know, they gotta win these battles, man. You know, they ain't losing. They can't lose, because if they lose, they're done. That's basically how I see it. You know, 9 is basically already out of this. You know, because that's why I said they gotta win, because you know they gotta win to keep going up the towers and stuff. So yeah, with it, and to get to the top of the 100th floor things, and yeah, eventually they're gonna start losing, and then the one that is on the top of the tower waiting at the moment, you know, bladers that yeah, the question is, who's the last one that's gonna be standing out of all this? I could see it being 1, because they put a pause on 1 for now. Like, he ain't fucking done. He gave y'all a warning shot, so you know he ain't gonna motherfucking play. So 1's up there as well. What else? I see X, KUROSU X, also being up there as well. You know, and maybe Bird, but yeah. But still, when it gets to that point, I'm like, they have to have 1 face off against Bladers, man. If they really are establishing X and 1 to be like the strongest, they have to have 1, like, at least before it gets to that point, they have to have him face off against Bladers, like Omega, Chrome, like I mentioned before with other theories, you know, because, like, I mean, if they're establishing 1 to be the strongest, man, he has to have to face off against Chrome, Omega. I can see him facing against Omega, Chrome. You know, eventually them losing and stuff, like Omega and Chrome, them losing against 1. You know, because I feel like it has to be that point before we get to see X and 1 face off for the second time. 1 has to face off against these Bladers, man. He has to prove that he's actually the strongest with it. You know, I think, you know, like I mentioned, the top strongest Bladers of this. X is number 1. Number 2 is Omega. Number 3 is Chrome. Number 4 is 1. You know, but like I said, we still need to see him battle. And like I mentioned before, Zoniac and Pendragon, they're not even out of this. They're the 1%. They're the 99% out of the 1. You know, that 1 didn't strike yet. Striking 12 or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, they're still a part of this. So that'll be the perfect moment to have those battles. And then it gets to where the point that 1 takes down Omega, 1 takes down Chrome. And then that's where it's gonna trigger X, man. I'm telling y'all. The second time when they battle, man, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm fucking nervous, bro. I'm nervous, bro. Because I'm telling y'all, man, this shit's a hit the fan, man. I'm telling you. I'm the fucking hardest person to get the goosebumps, but I shown this off, man. I'm getting goosebumps, damn it. Like, fuck, man. Like, yeah. Like, when they battle the second time, it ain't gonna motherfucking play. You know, their power's gonna go rogue. You know, the DV Smile from 1, the DV Smile from X, they're not gonna play. And when their power goes to max, when it goes rogue, that's when shit's gonna hit the fan. And I see, just making a long story short, X getting the win over 1 at the end of it. That's where it's gonna trigger fucking 0 to show up. And maybe that point he makes Glory Valkyrie, using all the data, using all the kids as pawns, using all the fucking kids as your motherfucking slaves, and just using them like I'm your motherfucking slave, and using it to make Glory Valkyrie and stuff, and then going and striking, and then going after X, because he wants to get the power from X, you know, of course, like it's not even his fault. But going after X at the end of it, going after it, brainwashing some, do some shit, and then that'll be the point where, like, who's gonna stop X? Who's gonna stop him? No one can fucking stop him because he's undefeated, man. He's undefeated. Yeah. no one's gonna take him out. But that one blader that was there from the jump, you know, was there since day one out of all of it, and that's being Burr Kazami with his new bag. Saving X at the end of it, and saving X City, and beating Zero and saving X from the Dark Road aura, or the aura. Yeah. That's how the way you can end this season off, man. The big time underdog, which is Bird. Come on, man. You already know. But that's about it for this theory video. I try to summarize everything with it, like always with these theory videos. It's mainly like just, you know, adding the bows on it, adding the icing on the cakes, if you will, with it. But yeah, but that's gonna do it for this theory. I've been talking for a little bit, try to wrap this up. But yeah, but y'all can let me know in the comments. This is how I see it ending, and it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be crazy, and you already know. But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, man. But yeah, maybe this will be the last theory video. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. But yeah. But like I said, man, the show, man, is gonna get fucking crazy, dude. I'm telling you, it's getting fucking crazy, y'all. I'm not fucking ready. I'm telling y'all, man. Season 3 is the darkest season of X. I'm telling y'all, man. I said this from the fucking jump, man. It's probably my favorite season out of all X. And it got me hyped, man. Got me hyped. But yeah. But that's gonna do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash comment down below. Let me know how I did. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I will make ring that bell and crap saying that you notified whenever I upload a video, you guys. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay awesome and go shoot. Or let it rip. I'm about to get, man. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I was about to break loose, man. Holy fucking shit, man. It's getting crazy, man. We ain't ready.